Mark Berman in Atlantic City for NJ.com. We're here at the Golden Nugget, and we're going to take you to the Craft Beer Fest. In fact, follow me. Gary Monterosso is one of the leading authorities on beer in the nation, and we're proud to have him here as part of the South Jersey, well, beer aficionados. Gary, great to see you.
Mark, thanks for having me here. I'm having a great time here at this beer fest at the Golden Nugget. Remarkable show so far.
Gary, explain a craft beer. I know back in the day they were maybe called microbrew, but explain and clarify.
You know, we talked about this earlier. I'm not sure what that term means any longer. Originally, it applied to the mom and pop operation, the people who kind of hone their craft. They started as home brewers and designed flavors to suit themselves. Their logic was, if I like the beer, well, I'm going to trust that the public feels the same way about it. In many cases, these were people who traveled overseas, tried some of the beers that were being made in the Czech Republic, in Belgium, in England, in Germany, and said, you know what, I'm going to put my own spin on that. And that was the true craft brew person, the true artisan, if you will. And like you said, Mark, it's evolved and it's exploded. You go into a bar, a pub, whatever, you're going to find, again, the Bud Millers and the Coors, but you're going to find Sam right next to them. So they've gained acceptance, total acceptance next to big beers. And right now, with the sale of Anheuser-Busch to InBev in Belgium several years ago, Sam Adams, Boston Beer Company, is the largest solely owned American brewery. They're doing about 1 million barrels a year. And you say, well, that's large. Yeah, Anheuser-Busch probably spills that much in a day.
Okay.
But Sam Adams is doing a remarkable job. They have about, oh my God, almost 30 different flavors. Always putting something new out.
Oh, I didn't know that, and I'm looking over here, and I see that they do have a huge assortment.
And I got to tell you, there's a little story. Jim Cook, I hope you're watching this. Jim is the president of Boston Beer, and I am proud to say a good friend. I spoke at an event with Jim several years ago in New York. He and I were back in the green room, if you will, prior to the event, and we were talking about some of his flavors, and he said, I want realism. When I recreate a flavor, I want something that was done years ago. I'll sacrifice everything else. I want to be thorough, I want to be honest, and give the public a good beer, and he's done that.
And you know, he said that in his commercial, so now with a testimonial from you, that really brings it home. And we're going to talk about a local New Jersey brewery. In fact, Gary, join me right over there.
Let's go over and see them.
Gary, we're here at Flying Fish Brewing Company. Now, this is a Jersey brewery. How do they stand up? I mean, let's face it, we're New Jersey. How do they stand up to the breweries we have here from around the world?
You know what? Every bit is good. The one thing about the small breweries, we can say this about Jersey breweries or breweries in California, Alaska, the small breweries add that special touch. They're doing a remarkable job, but unfortunately, most of the company won't get to try it. They brew for the people in their backyard. Yes, some get larger, some distribute to other states, but Flying Fish is doing a great job. In terms of volume, they're probably New Jersey's largest brewery.
And so, represented here and at craft beer festivals around the world, proudly from the state of New Jersey, this is Flying Fish Brewing. Tom Pullman is the Executive Vice President and General Manager here at Golden Nugget, Atlantic City. And, you know, there's nothing better than your restaurants, Chart House, Vic and Anthony's, and adding to that here this weekend, a craft beer fest. Congratulations on an incredible event.
Thank you. We're pleased. I mean, right now we're looking at over 400 people that have attended our event, first annual craft beer fest here. We started a couple of weeks ago with the first annual Bubba Gump Shrimp Fest that we did out on the deck, which was a huge success for us. One thing that we bring to Atlantic City is that our company is very event-driven.
Tom Pullman, Executive Vice President and General Manager here at the Golden Nugget, Atlantic City. Mark Berman for NJ.com. Now look, we need a female perspective. We've been talking to the guys. Let's get the women in. First of all, what do you think of this craft beer festival?
I think this is great. The band is an awesome, extra here. I wasn't planning on any music, so I think it's great.
I also enjoy it. I think it's also got a female edge with a little classiness with the classy hors d'oeuvres. fancy glasses and everything.
And now the question. We have so many beer to choose from. Do you have a favorite? Is there a standout? Maybe it's what you're drinking right now.
I like the IPA Belgian White the best. Very light.
I like the Smutty Nose Pumpkin Ale. Anything pumpkin is really tasty.
The female perspective here at the Golden Nugget at the Craft Beer Fest. What an incredible event, the Craft Beer Festival here at Golden Nugget in Atlantic City. You know, I think I'm off the clock now. Cheers, everybody. Mark Berman in Atlantic City for NJ.com.